Come back into session.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right.
We're on member items. Yep.
All right, member items. There it is. Anybody?
Sure. I just want to say, sometimes, the staff might think that, they don't get enough thanks, or, we do a lot of public service here, and so I just want to tell our city staff, everyone that makes the council look good, JT, Jenny, Susan, Les, Lance sometimes, Donna, of course. I just want to tell you all, thank you for what you do, because I bet you don't have people just coming in and saying thank you on a daily basis. So I just want to say thanks.
Anybody else?
I just had a question or request for Jenny. We had talked about our mill levy as 42.311 tonight. Do we know the mill levy for USD 385 and Butler Community College is not changing, is it?
I can't answer that for sure or not. I know the school had committed that they were not going to increase their mill in light of the 2017 bond issue for a number of years, but I cannot tell you that for sure tonight. I can call each of those entities tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause we always have people ask what the difference between our mill levies here in Andover is versus our surrounding cities. And those surrounding cities that we have around here, obviously most of those include their school districts. But a lot of those do not have a Butler Community College mill levy that they're adding to it. So I think that'd be very interesting. I know we've done this before. I know we kind of did one just in our budget meeting last night, but that was just for cities. That didn't show the schools added to it and everything. But I know we had one last year that we showed the differences between it all. And I would just like to request if we could update that.
Okay, and that is available. We have the dollar broken down by where your dollar goes. Is that what you're referring to? By like school
yeah.
districts?
Yes.
Count, yes, and that is on our our city website right now, under the finance page.
Okay, but it'll show the mill levies.
I think he's asking for something different, which we have to wait until they all publish.
Yeah.
But I think what you're asking to see is what the total mill levy here is compared to a comparable community. Not the cities, but the total mill levy, and why for instance, 150 mills here would be 130 mills in another city.
Right.
Because of your responsibility for the community college. and
Yes.
taxes.
Right, yes,
He
yeah.
really wants-
Yeah,
he
and-
really
and-
wants to see the total mill levies of comparable cities.
Right, yes. I mean, and we did that last year and the year before that. And I'm okay if we, republish the one from last year but then be prepared for our 2020 so we can update it. Because, I mean, we have people all the time, and Mr. Mayor knows what I'm talking about. We've had people on social medias asking us the differences and why this is this. And I think we can put that out there for people to understand. The city of Andover's mill levy is lower than any other city around here, minus Wichita. But then when you add into our school district and our Butler Community College, that's why you're paying a little bit extra to live in Butler County. And so I like for our citizens to understand where all that's coming from versus our neighbors.
Isn't the fire department part of that too, or different?
It is, yeah. And I think that this will be really interesting to you, Councilmember Warrington, and certainly for Troy, who went and testified at the Capitol with Chief Russell and myself earlier this year. I am serving on a property tax task force for the League of Kansas Municipalities. Our goal is going to be to draft a transparency bill that is palatable to cities and proactively be able to present that to the legislature this year. There was a lot of loggerhead last year when it came to that topic. And so we had our first meeting today, and we talked about a lot of the things you're talking about, the fact that no city is created equal. So some cities have sell electricity, some sell gas, some provide trash, and so they have all these different varied revenue streams. Some, like the one you all govern, has wastewater as a utility, and that's what we've got. Some are bedroom communities and don't have as much sales tax, and some are destination locations, and at various times those can be positives and negatives. But for that reason, we all have a lot of variety in what our mill levies are, and we are talking a lot specifically. I'm going to serve on the committee about communicating that to our constituents to explain where your dollars are going and why what you pay in Andover probably looks different than what you pay in Wichita and what those differences are. So I will keep you guys very well apprised of that work so that we can hopefully do something meaningful at the state level this year.
Okay, thank you.
And the community colleges are a part of that conversation. The way community colleges are funded in Kansas is different than they are funded in other states. The 19 impacted counties want to make change. It's going to be an uphill battle because there's 86 that are not in that boat, but we're going to include that in our piece of work too.
I think that's a good idea. Thank you.
I do not have anything tonight. You're welcome.
What?
Okay, I called, there's 25 active COVID cases in Andover. So there's a number.
Okay. Anybody else? No? Greg? You always dominate the conversation. Why stop now?
No, Mr. Mayor, I do not.
All right. Anybody? Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
We want to stay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right.